And we are back with Live from the Heartland, WLUW 88.7 FM on your dial. That was just George Freeman.
Yep.
What a total pleasure that was to talk to him. We're now looking at our second guests of the day. We have Brian Trock and Jenny Frank. Hello and welcome to Live from the
Good morning.
Heartland.
How are you doing? Good to be here.
Thanks
Likewise.
for having us.
Nice to have you. Now, you are with something called Neoteric Nutra, and the future of hemp is what we're talking about. I'm
Absolutely.
going to blame our co-producer, Lynn Orman, who started taking your product, and it saved her life, basically, in her own terms.
So we're going to bring her up here to do a testimonial.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so we're not exactly sure, so we're going to ask you really basic
Sure.
questions. Describe
away.
your product and how it helps with chronic pain and other ailments.
Actually, it's very easy to describe why it works so well. Dr. Mark Rosenfeld, first of all, it's his discovery. All the research and development comes from Israel, to the Hebrew University there, where they had clinical trials. But all the technology and the nano encapsulation of each droplet and each molecule is where it's at, and that's what the bioavailability means, because the absorption ratio of our product is 95% or higher, meaning when it hits the stomach, it does not degrade in your stomach, and it makes its way to your intestinal walls, which is absorbed into the bloodstream, almost all of it. Now, most CBD products...
What's
and
CBD?
Cannabidiol is the active ingredient in the hemp extract that actually has the medicinal purposes.
There's like 113 elements
Yes.
in
That they
hemp.
so far
Yeah.
that they found. I think
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah, there's-
And
They're thinking.
CBDC is just one of them.
Just one of them. Right, right.
But let's just be clear, we're not talking about medical marijuana here.
No.
How is it different? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jen.
Speak up,
Jenny?
Well,
Jen.
it's different. Well, there's two different hemp plants. So our product comes from the industrial hemp plants. It's the
Well, agricultural hemp, there's, and that is differentiated from the tetrahydrocannabidiol, sorry, tetrahydrocannabidiol.
Did you guys have some of
And
your
you know
product
what?
before you came in?
Yes, we did.
it's too early to say these words.
Tetrahydrocannabidiol. Bleh, say that 3 times fast. So that is THC, which is the marijuana side.
What we all go for.
That is
Speak for
and-
yourself, young
And
lady.
A lot of people
cannabidiol is from the industrial hemp plant, which are 2 different plants. One is a sativa, one is an indica plant. One is like 12 feet high, spindly, and very weedy looking. The other one's a compact type bushy plant, which and type lots of flowers.
And it has basically no THC. And it, I think like
Ours does not, yeah.
the industrial hemp plant itself
0.
has like 0.3% THC, which is basically a zero.
So I guess to go back full circle to your original question would be, that's why it gets into your bloodstream so rapidly, so effectively. At the cellular level, all diseases start with inflammation
Right,
of some kind.
right.
Cancers, everything.
Right.
Everything does. So, and if you can target certain things like tumor necrosis factor alpha, which are proteins that attach themselves to cells, that's stuff for like diabetes and all that kind of stuff. That's why it's so effective in what it does for type 2 diabetes, for Crohn's disease, for all the GI issues that it helps and all that stuff. It all starts with fighting that inflammation at the cellular level.
Okay,
Now,
the doc you mentioned in Israel, Dr.
Rosenfeld.
Dr. Mark Rosenfeld. Yes.
Rosenfeld. Is there a lack of research here in the U.S. Basically hindering us from further development of this?
I would say yes. That we had to do clinical trials in Israel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a very political thing.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot
No
of,
surprise there.
it was new to me. All of a sudden I started hearing about CBDC. And so I know that even at the Heartland, at the cafe up there in the store, there are some products that have CBDC in it. and I'm just
Is that correct, CBDC or CBD?
Just CBD.
CBD. So it's like it's kind of coming on the scene, and it's in little dog treats. I know at the dog place where I take my dog. They gave us
Seriously?
this-
They're getting the dog stoned?
Well, they're not stoned. It's like a
Right.
healing
Right.
property.
Actually, we
We're
get,
trying to distinguish.
I know, that's why I'm here.
That's right.
To be the mind of the everyman who's going, what are you getting the dog stoned?
Actually,
A
our
Yorkie
dogs
poo.
take our product every day.
I am not surprised to hear that.
And Speedy, our little Yorkie poo, he was starting to get a little. He's 7 now, and he was
He's
getting
getting a
kind
little
of.
slow.
And now he's
quiet.
like, I'm like, oh, maybe we should stop giving it
Well,
to him.
seriously.
Because he's like, he's
Again,
back to be like a
jumping
puppy, yeah.
and-
Seriously,
and doing
Lynn
all
was looking at surgery 2 months ago,
Right.
and in very much pain, a lot. So again, it's part of why we heard about you was Lynn having such an excellent response to taking this.
Yeah, and funny enough, we had just. I was reaching out to my entertainment lawyer, Linda Mensch, and she's the one that. hooked
That
me
does
up.
not surprise
All
me.
right,
So, but the funny thing is,
Hi,
I was
Linda, if
saying.
you're listening.
Yeah, we need I need someone to help connect the dots. I need somebody. She goes, you need a publicist, and I got just the right person for you. So we started talking to Lynn, and then she said, well,
We have a radio show.
No.
yeah, well, it was she was talking about her hip and everything. I said, well, why don't I give you a bottle of soft gels to try, and then within like I don't know next day or it was a couple of days, she was like, I'm like pain free. I can't. What is this? And so that's kind of how everything just started.
So I had a question for you guys. I noticed that when I was looking for pictures of you, I found this like metal band guy, and that's you. And looking at you, clearly you're a metal band guy,
No.
or you were. Or
I was at one time. Funny thing
you
is,
still have a band.
oh yes, the song that you opened the show with is off of our album, and the band is called Elliot Waits for No One, and it's a lot of different styles,
Our album's not released yet.
and it's
That
definitely
was actually the first time.
Yeah, and it's definitely not
Right.
metal. It's we have a mixture of horns and cello and rock, 60s rock, jazz, blues. Yeah.
The
What led the two of you to producing a product and then trying to put it out there on the market?
We just want to help people, but you have your dad.
That's a great response right there.
But
Jenny.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good enough reason right
Well, my
there.
dad had a
Yeah.
stroke 2 years ago.
And
Uh-huh.
at
Our
least-
family business has been in Chicago for over 100 years, Bell Fuels Incorporated. So he was in Hilton Head at their house, and he had a massive stroke. And he was a marathon runner, Mr. Arizona, Mr. Southwest, bodybuilder.
Uh-huh.
Mom was a professional figure skater. They were healthy all their lives, and then my dad had this bad stroke. His heart was AFibing. They didn't catch it, and you know he was in such pain, and he didn't want to take opioids because it made him feel terrible. He was nervous and very anxiety ridden. So basically, when I reached out to try to look for other avenues for our family business, I told everyone to keep an open mind that I had met up this Dr. Rosenfeld, and he gave me some concentrate to give to my father, and it helped him tremendously.
Uh-huh.
And I tried it, and my hands, all of a sudden it didn't hurt to look at my acoustic guitar anymore. I could actually play it.
Wow.
And my bass, and now I can
I'll
play
convert it. I'm
for
getting it.
hours. I mean, it's just, and
I don't have to
feel
rub
good.
his knuckles for like hours every night anymore, so that's a positive for me.
Yeah, it's not for him though. He misses it.
Actually, I do. No, yeah.
All right.
I'm
We
just
have-
teasing him.
We have an avid listener who has just texted me and wants to know your contact information.
Yeah, how do
Is there a
people get a
website
hold
to get a
of
hold
you?
of you guys?
Yeah, you can visit us at neotericnutra.com.
Spell that.
Neoteric is NEOTRIC.
TERC.
Yes.
Good, come on, real business people.
And
It takes two.
Nutra is NUTRA.
TRA. Neotericnutra.com.
.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know this Dr. Rosenfeld's coming to town, and you're going to have an event. People can find that on your website.
Yes, yeah, we have an event in St. Charles at the Hotel Baker on May 4th. If anyone's interested,
That's a Friday. I
yeah,
think.
they can go to, they can be sent a link to the Eventbrite to register. It's a private event, but If people are interested and they want to contact us, we can send them a link to register.
Are you
for it.
doing
There's
some
still
kind of
spaces
presentation
open.
at the Heartland today, too? Or,
Yes,
talk about that.
We'll be there from 11:30 to 1:30
uh-huh,
with our product and to answer any questions and just to meet anyone that
Yeah,
that
and for
comes.
Earth Day.
It's an Earth Day celebration.
And now, funny enough, well, you had mentioned, yeah, at one time, yes, I used to play metal. And the funny thing
No, I
is,
listened to it.
no, and the funny thing
I was
is,
like, wait a second,
is
I gotta say.
Carlo Basili, who's going to be playing with Saraswati. We played.
Next guest.
We played in a band together 30 some odd years ago.
okay, you said it, Saraswati is waiting to come on. I am not on the mic, and I
What do
just
you mean
want
you're not
to,
on the mic?
because it's not in my ears.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, we're going to listen to some music of theirs on our way into them and their live visit. You are listening to Live from the Heartland, WLUW-FM, 88.7 FM, and WLUW.org. Check us out on youtube.com/heartlandmedia.